So I just wanted to give a little bit of context into the journey that we're on, right?
Can I please just get your score?
Well, I'll tell you why, because the journey that we're on has led us to watching softcore pornography. And I really didn't anticipate that that's the direction of travel. And I really like I'm saying pinch yourself how pornographic this film is.
The most I've ever seen.
The most I've ever seen.
Yeah.
To
Softcore is not even fair.
No, it's really like...
It's just regular old pornography
it's kind
with
of,
a great story.
I would say medium core pornography that we're watching. And with that in mind, I still want to say 8.4.
Nice, 8.7, yes.
Fucking amazing.
What? This is so good.
It's an amazing film.
This film is incredible.
It's really quite good. And far too, really goes all the way on the deep end in terms of the sexual presentation. And yet, wow.
I mean, I think Park Chan-wook just goes for Unhinged, right? That's like his thing, because he did Oldboy.
Yes. And for those who have not watched Oldboy, I did put a little bit of thought into this as well. I much preferred The Handmaiden to Oldboy. Going to spoil Oldboy for anyone.
Sure.
Just we're spoiling Handmaiden, spoiling Oldboy. Not as much, but when it comes to Korean films generally, I can think of 3 off the top of my head that I've watched, and certainly they're always memorable.
Yes, scarring. Some would even say.
Some would say. So we've got the two aforementioned, and also Parasite.
Yep.
And for those films, there's always this underlying current of sexuality somehow involved. In Parasite, it's slightly less, but it's still prevalent.
Yep.
And it gives you kind of certain kind of thoughts, certain feelings about the Korean film industry, but maybe I'm just looking through quite a blinkered lens here. Anyway, I really, really love Parasite. I really liked this one, and Oldboy, no. So I think I really like this style of film, but there's obviously a point where I go, come on.
Well, I think Oldboy felt way darker. I think that Parasite was, I tell you what, you've got dark atmosphere and you've got Unhinged. And I would say that Parasite had a very dark atmosphere and it was quite unhinged.
Yes.
I would say that this was pretty unhinged, but I didn't think very dark.
But kind of charming.
And kind of weirdly charming.
Yeah, in an odd way.
But Oldboy was just like absolute max unhinged, absolute max darkness.
All very artistic, all very artistically driven. And yet, I think my guess is that the fun stops for me at incest.
Well, that's a pretty reasonable place for you to stop
seems
there,
to be
mate.
where
Well
I
done. I'm proud of you.
Look, I'm learning stuff about myself over the course of the last couple of days. And what I'm learning is that really crazy avant-garde sexual on film. No dramas here.
Yeah,
I was actually like,
maybe even enjoyed it a little.
I wouldn't go that far. Didn't see it.
I only rewinded one of the scenes.
Well, Rachel was coming in and I was going, I'm not enjoying this.
Yeah, this is terrible.
Tell you for one thing, not enjoying this, love.
Oh, I would fast forward it, but it's for mate night. So
I'm watching this for the plot. So we're watching this film and realizing, wow, this is I really thoroughly enjoyed this.
Incredible.
So maybe I need to reflect on what sort of films I enjoy. But there's clearly the divider. I think for me is the incest. That seems to
but
be.
I think there was more to Oldboy's like traumatic side of it than just the incest. I thought that was just one of like 8 things that were like each individually far too much for me.
Yeah, it was, and we've watched it. I've watched it twice because we watched it for this, and you hadn't seen it for this, but I had watched it before, and I was like, I'm never going to watch that film again.
Never. This is the first Korean film so I really appreciated Parasite for being a great film.
Yeah,
but I felt closer to Oldboy than you did. In terms of like, I finished it and I was like, that was stressful and I don't really want to subject myself to that again. And I kind of came away from that in Squid Game with the idea that Korean cinema is incredible, but just a bit too dark for me. And this was the first thing that I have watched as a Korean piece of cinema where not only is it incredible, but I'm actually like, oh, I actually enjoyed it as well.
Not just enjoyed it, like thoroughly.
Yeah.
Great time.
The plot was just absolutely incredible. Like just I I love a plot which follows, as our 10 minutes will wrap up. I love a plot that follows a pretty standard hero story. I don't really like it when they get too adventurous. There's a reason that it works. So when I was watching this 3-part thing going on, and it was taking me for an absolute ride. And I was like, I hope this thing might happen next. And then it fucking does. And then I'm like, I hope this happens next. And then it fucking does.
Yeah.
And it just jumping around the place. And I'm like, this is incredible.
Really expertly woven twists and turns.
Yes.
And I thoroughly enjoyed knowing nothing about the film going into it.
Massively.
I didn't watch any trailers. I didn't do any backstory, any research into it at all.
Yep.
And just for anyone who is in two minds, we haven't really given much away other than that it's very sexy.
Don't watch it with your parents.
Oh my gosh! Don't watch it with anyone. Watch it with your eyes closed if you can. But I would recommend, look, if you're in two minds and you think, oh, you know what, I'll give this a watch. It is, it's out there.
Yeah.
But even outside of the raciness, really worth giving this a go.
I mean, 8.7, just to be clear, I actually did this in prep, puts it the same as, for me, Reservoir Dogs, Jaws, and Psycho.
Yeah, right.
Like, I fucking love those films, and this, I am quite happy to put with those three.
Yeah, it's a real good time. And what we're going to do now is talk through it. Talk through the film.
We're going to go through the whole thing.